Hey guys, it's Zorvax here. I wanted to talk to you today about something I've been getting into a lot lately and kind of what direction the channel's probably going to take moving forward from here on out. So, as you can kind of see behind me, I've been getting a lot more into collecting physical games again, and mostly retro and older school games, last gen games. Pretty much anything from PS3 and Xbox 360 all the way back to about the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis era is about, I think, as far back as I'm going to worry about going. Like a lot of people, I've really gotten into collecting retro games over the last couple months. Not really because of quarantine, because I am an essential worker, so haven't been quarantined, but I really enjoy retro gaming. I always have, and I have a good friend of mine named Biff McSkylark, who is a big retro gaming aficionado. Hopefully I'm using that word correctly. So he's really inspired me to get back into collecting all these old games again and finding games that I loved from when I was younger and finding games that I never got the chance to play, whether it was a hidden gem or just maybe one that I never got around to playing, which I'm quickly finding there's a lot of that situation. For instance, there's a few that have come up recently that have surprised a lot of people, like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I don't have it. I've never played it. I would love to play through it. I have 3 and Vice City, and I have 4 and 5, of course. So I was more into PC gaming when San Andreas came out. I had started getting into MMORPGs and things on PC, and I didn't have a lot of time to play console games. So that period of time, I didn't really pick up a whole lot of console games. So, there was that. There was Bully. There was actually a bunch of PS2 games that I never got around to playing. So I'm looking forward to hopefully getting my hands on those and getting able to play them for the first time. Of course, the other reason for that is I do live stream on Twitch, as most of you who watch my channel probably already know. And streaming these retro games on the original hardware has become a really big passion of mine over the last month or two, ever since I got my hands on the RetroTink 2X Classic device that allows me to capture video from the PS2, the GameCube, Super Nintendo, basically anything with a composite or component S-video output. I can put through the RetroTink output HDMI and capture that on my PC to be able to stream it. So far on my live stream, I've done a playthrough of this game, Max Payne. Most of you are probably familiar with that one. This was the first one I did a complete playthrough so far on my Twitch. Really great game, really enjoyed it. Then after that, I did a complete playthrough of Enter the Matrix, the GameCube version of that one. This one, I enjoyed it, but it definitely not as good as Max Payne. Like, I had played Max Payne before. I'd never played Enter the Matrix before. So it was a completely new experience to me. And while it had its good qualities, it also had a lot of bad qualities and a lot of things that didn't exactly work correctly.
Oh,
So I don't know. I think I paid like $5 or $8, or I got this really cheap, so I'm not really too upset about it. I still enjoyed playing through it. And what I'm working on right now is this gem right here, Metroid Prime. I have never played any of the Metroid Prime games before, so I'm playing through them for the first time, doing it blind, not looking anything up unless I get totally and completely stuck and I just can't progress, which I think has only happened once so far. So overall, I've been really enjoying playing through this one a lot. I don't have 2 or 3, so I won't be able to continue playing through the whole series, but I'm hoping that maybe the trilogy will end up coming to Switch, and then I can pick it up there and play through the other 2 games. And I've been enjoying this so much that I think that I really want to start shifting the focus of both my live stream and my YouTube channel to mainly focus on all things retro gaming, last gen gaming, and everything, in between. And I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to get my hands on some more games. I have some more coming probably here next week. Biff McSkylark and I kind of struck a deal, so I'm going to have some more PS2 games coming in, some that I'm really excited about getting my hands on. So you can expect a lot more PS2 gaming in the future. So right now I have all my consoles kind of down on the shelf here next to my computer. I'll show you that right now. I'm planning hopefully next weekend to build a custom entertainment shelf unit so I can have all my game consoles on their own shelf in their own space, and then have space for my collectibles and my PC tower and everything. I built it custom to fit my needs for this moving forward, because the biggest problem I have right now is whenever I want to play something, for one, everything's cramped so much together that I worry about things getting too hot and not having enough airflow and all that. But also I want them to be easier accessible, so like the cartridge games, you need that overhead space so you can put games in and take games out. Right now, where my N64 and stuff is, I have to actually pull the system all the way out to take games in and out and push it back in every time, which is not a huge deal, but convenience and quality of life is really a big deal. And speaking of which, one of the biggest quality of life things I got recently was you remember the AV switches that they used to make for game consoles, where it has all the buttons across the front, you plug all your composite or whatever, mostly component I think was what they were back then, into the back of it, and then you could just push a switch and switch between all your different consoles. I actually found one at a thrift store for 99 cents that has S-video input for every single one, and I was really excited about that. I picked up a cable the other day for it, and it works flawlessly. I switched between the GameCube and the PS2 with them both on. It switches fine. It works fine with the retro ting. Didn't notice any kind of delay or artifacting or anything weird like that, which is one of my concerns. So really big thing, if you check out thrift stores, you can find cool stuff that might not necessarily be a game or a game console, but it might be something that just might improve your quality of life overall in another way. So after we finish Metroid Prime, I'm going to start on this game, which is Rise to Honor. I'd never played it before. It was recommended to me by one of my community members, Pew Pew Ranger, and I actually found this copy. It was brand new, still sealed, on eBay for like $7. Apparently it wasn't a really big seller, I guess, which I don't know. It seems like it's a cool game. Maybe it's just not that rare. I don't know why it was so cheap for a brand new, still sealed copy, but I'm not going to complain. So this is next on our list on our live stream. Once we finish Metroid Prime, we're going to start on this. After that, I'm going to do a poll, which is what I did last time, with 4 different games. I'm going to let the community decide what game we're going to play next. So I usually like to try to pick one from each console. So like I'll pick, maybe a GameCube game or a couple GameCube games, a couple PS2 games, maybe N64, Super Nintendo. And we'll make a poll, and you guys can just vote on what you would like to see on the live stream next. Also, I did make a secondary YouTube channel called Zorvax's Stream Vault, and if you want to view my past streams, I'll put a link to that in the description below. You'll have to go there to see them, because with all the DMCA issues that have been going around lately, I don't really feel comfortable having those videos on Twitch anymore. So once I finish streaming, after the 24-hour period is over, I move those over to YouTube and I delete them from Twitch. That way I don't have to worry about that, because YouTube has a lot of nice tools where if by some chance something copyrighted does slip through, even though I'm being as cautious as possible, YouTube has tools that I can either remove the audio or clip out the segment or whatever I need to do. So if you are one of the people who, if maybe you want to see the Metroid Prime playthrough, or the Max Payne, Enter the Matrix, all of those can be found over on my Stream Vault channel, and I'm going to be continuing to do that moving forward. But yeah, I think that's going to be about it for this video, guys. Just wanted to do an update. It's been a while since I've had time to do a video. Life is just really crazy right now. I'm doing a whole lot of different projects. I'm still working on my podcast. I'm still live streaming all the time. And of course, just, work and regular life stuff that happens every day that makes it really hard to find time to separate to do a video like this. Not to mention, a short 8 to 10 minute video can take me hours of editing time to go through and make. So I'm gonna really try harder to get more videos up and make this more consistent again. I just ask that you please bear with me, and if you want to hang out in other ways, live stream most weeknights, Monday through Friday, I'm online. I'm trying to get the podcast up regularly, so there's plenty of ways for you to do that. Of course, you can join our Discord server. You can message me on Twitter. I'm pretty much always available, even if I'm not putting out videos. So don't be afraid to come and visit us and be part of the community. But thank you guys for watching very much. I do appreciate it. I hope that you're excited about the future of the channel with all this retro stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next video.